Going into a situation like an open house or an hour of expired calling, where you know going into it that you are going to face rejection, can be a really daunting task. And in this video, I'm going to give you the mental framework that has worked really well for me in terms of being able to go into any situation like that with a bulletproof mindset. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gould. I'm the CEO of the Selling Silicon Valley Group and Legendary Agents. Over the last 8 years, I've sold well over $200 million worth of real estate here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And going into open houses, going into expired calling, going into any situation where you either know you're going to get rejected, for sure. Like when you go to an open house, you're not going to not everyone's going to want to talk to you, or not everyone's going to want to give you the time of day, or you go call expireds, half the people are going to hang up on you or cuss you out. Going into those situations are not fun. There are agents on my team who literally call me the mindset ninja because they know I can take it and they know that I've programmed myself in a way to be able to handle those situations. That being said, it doesn't make them suck any less, but the way that I frame it and the way that I think about it and the way that I mentally prepare myself going into those situations are the difference between me being able to withstand that and persevere through it, and agents who face a little bit of rejection or just a little bit of resistance and then just give up. So the question becomes how do you prepare yourself so that that stuff doesn't affect you? The secret is it all comes down to preparation. It all comes down to priming and what you're telling yourself when you go into those situations, because the way that you prime yourself is the way that you're going to be. I like to equate this priming technique to what weightlifters call bracing. So when you're lifting super heavy weight, you're supposed to really brace your core and focus on contracting all of the muscles in your core, both in your stomach area, in the front and then also in the back. The reason that you do that is when you go into a heavy lift, you want to make sure that you're bracing all of these muscles because that's going to help you lift more weight. And by the way, if you don't brace, you leave yourself susceptible and open to massive injury. Usually weightlifting accidents happen as a result of someone's core not being properly braced or someone just having a really weak core in general. And so we can apply the same principle to priming ourselves going into a very strenuous situation, just like weightlifting, it's a strenuous situation. Going into a sales situation where you know you're going to face rejection, that is also strenuous on the body, strenuous on your mind. And so if you're not bracing, if you're not priming yourself before you go into that situation, you're going to get beat up, or you won't be able to lift as heavy, meaning you won't be able to convert as many people. You won't be on your A game because you didn't do the work going into that situation. So there's two parts to this framework. The first one being the mantra, and the second part being the desired outcome. The first thing that we want to do is say to ourselves our mantra. And for many years, and still to this day, I will say to myself as many times as possible, usually 10 to 20 times, I'm a closer, I am fearless, I am the prize. I'm a closer, I am fearless, I am the prize. Very similar to what Napoleon Hill would call affirmations. So this time we're doing it right before we go into the activity. So if we're doing expired calling, we're telling ourselves I'm a closer, I'm fearless, I am the prize. Or whatever mantra is right for you in that moment. That's what I want. I'm a closer, right? Because I'm going to do everything that I can to close every single person that comes through. I am fearless because regardless of when that person, whoever comes through that door, I'm going to approach that situation with zero fear. If it's an open house, or whoever picks up the phone, or if it's a $5 million listing or a $10 million listing, whoever gets on the phone, if it's Bill Gates, I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to attack that phone call with the same level of commitment without fear. And then finally, I am the prize. And the mindset shift here is that so many times we're begging for the business, but I shift my mindset to I am the prize. They should want to work with me. And so prizes attract. Bad salespeople beg for business. Great salespeople attract business. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm the prize. I'm going to attract them to me because they're going to see the value in working with me. And those are the three things that I say to myself when I know I'm going into a situation like an hour of expired calling or 3 hours of open house where I'm going to experience massive amounts of rejection, and I need to prime my mental energy to be on point. The second part of the framework is the desired outcome. So going into any activity, what I have found personally, what works for me is always knowing what I want to achieve, what I want the outcome to be of that activity. So if I'm going to open house, what I'm telling myself is I will set at least one appointment today at the open house because that's my desired outcome. If I set one appointment at open house, I've achieved my goal. If I set more than one appointment, I have exceeded my goal. And if I have not set a single appointment that entire time, then frankly, I have failed to achieve what I wanted to achieve. So after I'm done reciting my mantra to myself as many times as possible, then I go into the desired outcome chant. I will set at least one appointment in this expired session. I will set at least one appointment in this expired session, right? Or I will set at least one appointment in the next hour. Whatever it is, whatever my desired outcome is, I will chant that to myself over and over and over again. Because here's the thing, if you don't believe that it's actually possible, and if you're not telling yourself and reciting to yourself and telling yourself over and over and over again that these things are possible, how is anyone else going to believe you? And so there are some of you right now that are going to take this and implement it and do great things with it. There are some of you right now who are watching this video that are saying, this is dumb, this isn't going to work, whatever. All right, cool. That's totally fine. And by the way, this isn't for everyone. This is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Some of you might not do well with this. However, if you are in that boat and you are critical of this advice and you're not where you want to be in your business, then I would invite you to at least give it a go. At least try it, because clearly at this point you have nothing to lose. If your business is great and you're doing awesome, then you should probably just stop watching this video right now, because this video isn't for you. This is for the people that are having difficulty achieving their sales goals. And if you're having difficulty achieving your sales goals, this is the framework that has helped me get into the mental space that I need to be in order to close the people that are coming to me. Close the prospects that truly need my help. So if you can just prime and condition your mind to be locked in when you're going into these situations, I guarantee you it will work for you. If you made it this far in the video and you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up while you're at it to get notified every single time we post a new video, and it helps me get in front of more awesome realtors just like you. This is Danny Gould. Catch y'all in the next video. Stay legendary, everybody.